What's going on, everybody? It's Dave from the Erie Better Beer Bureau. We're doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be doing a three-way blind Russian Imperial Stout tasting. I chose 3 Russian Imperial Stouts out of my cellar, all of which are rated world class according to Beer Advocate. I want to say that they are all rated a 97 or above. You saw the 3 beers because we just did the pours, and so number 1, number 2, and number 3. What I'm going to have Maury, Pat, and Mark do is have a seat, give you guys some quick tasting notes, and then see if they can come to some consensus on what the best Russian Imperial Stout out of this tasting is. Enjoy.
Ooh, kind of a rich, roasty, chocolatey aroma.
Yeah,
on this one.
roast and chocolate.
Even smells creamy, almost like a cream stout, even though it's not a cream stout, but it's a...
There's a sweetness to
Yeah,
it.
it is.
There's a hint of hops in the background on this one for me.
There is a little touch of bitterness.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You want to taste it?
Yeah, let's get into this.
Just hanging around.
Right. Cheers.
Real bitter roast.
Yeah.
That roastiness is a lot more forward on the taste than it is on the aroma.
There's a nice sweetness towards the middle. Nice sweetness. And I'm getting a bit of booze on this one. I'm not going to lie. There's a little bit of alcohol on here.
Yep.
There is that alcohol tang on the back end of it.
It's not real like warm as you're drinking it, but there is an alcohol flavor. Yeah.
Yep. And the nice balance between the roast and sweetness for me on this one. Not quite as roasty as the first one. I'm getting roast. But definitely not quite as roasty.
No, there's even more of a sweetness to this one than there was to the
like
first
almost
one.
like dark fruits and maybe almost getting like
You're
leather.
talking taste, though.
Yeah, I did a little sip, so
Yeah.
got ahead of myself.
But there is almost like a sugary sweetness to this one in comparison to the last one.
Yeah, it's just not as in your face, but it smells nice. Let's catch up with Mark.
Yeah, please do.
More sweetness on the taste too. Much more under, the roastiness is much more of an underscore in this beer.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere near as upfront as in the first one.
I don't think this beer is sweeter than beer number 1, though. I just think that there's less of a roast to kind of counteract it.
Kind of a more subdued aroma.
Yeah,
It's
this
subdued,
is the
but I'm
most
getting
subdued
I'm
aroma
getting
by
chocolate
far.
though.
Yeah, some
Let me
chocolate.
swirl this. Chocolate.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Yeah.
Heavy roast, medium roast. Not a lot of roast as far as aroma
A little
goes.
sweeter, a little more chocolate.
Shall we taste it?
Let's do it.
I'm getting almost like a hazelnut on the aroma.
I can see that.
Cheers.
Cheers. I almost get a nuttiness that carries over into
Yeah.
the taste.
And that again, there's that chocolatiness, almost like a. It's not real roasty, but it almost has like a baker's chocolate taste to it.
A little thinner body than the first two for sure.
Yeah, this
It
is
is
a
thinner.
medium body Imperial Stout, not medium full like the first two. This one is probably the thinnest, mildest on the aroma. There's a little bit of a nuttiness. I'm guessing either Siberian Night or Old Rasputin for this. This is the 3rd best out of the 3 for me. I'm going to go right down the line here, I think, as far as my favorites are concerned. Beer number 2 is quite sweet in the middle, and it has like a coated candied hop character with some roast. It's nice. It's a little more bold than this beer here. Not sure what this one is, but that's my second favorite. And then this one, I think has a nice, the sweetness and the roast are pretty balanced on this one. And I think it has the best mouthfeel of the 3. I think this one might be Founder's Imperial Stout, and I'm going to go ahead and crown this beer, whatever it is, as my number 1 out of these 3.
Okay. For my third place beer, I'm going to agree with Jay. I think beer number 3 is comparatively the weakest of the 3. It is the thinnest mouthfeel. It doesn't have the bold flavors that the other two. It kind of really struggled to compete with the other two, even though I'm sure it's a great beer.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But drinking them head to head with these other ones, it kind of drops off a little bit. It is interesting because I do find that nuttiness is just kind of intriguing as I'm drinking it. But it's kind of the mildest, has a mild chocolate flavor to it. My second place beer is actually beer number 1. It's real pleasant and it has a real strong, rich roastiness to it. And it's tasty. But, you know, in comparing it to beer number 2, I don't feel that I could drink it as much of it and enjoy it as long as I would if I drank beer number 2. This beer is great. It's tasty. I like it. But I'm really going to have to go with beer number 2 as my number 1 pick out of these 3. It has this. It starts out with the roastiness, has a nice, rich sweetness right in the middle, and then it tails off with kind of a mild hoppiness, and that really appeals to me. It's a well-balanced beer, and I could probably drink enough of it to get me into trouble if you let me. So I'm going to go with beer number 2 as my number 1.
All right, pretty much going to be agreeing with Maury. You know, just like they said, you know, thinner body, the aroma was almost non-existent.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit of nuttiness, a little bit of chocolate, and that was about it. Thinner body, flavor was good. It's not a bad stout.
No,
you know, I would buy it again. It's a pretty good. Yeah, like you said, comparing them to these other ones here, I'm going to have to score this a 3rd. Second one, I was going back and forth. I mean, they both have really nice, unique flavors. You know, I'm not going to repeat what they said. But this one, I think, was a little bit more the sweeter of it. It's like the candied sugar almost. I don't know how much of this I could drink because of that sweetness. Again, it's better than the 3rd one here, so I will make that my 2nd. First one, whatever this is, I think this was a more all-around Imperial Stout. You know, had the roastiness, the bitterness on the end, you know, and the nice mouthfeel. I really think this one was the best one here.
Stone Russian Imperial Stout.
Okay.
Okay. Pat, you picked beer number 2 as your favorite. That is a 2012 Surly Darkness.
Wow. Remember it being that sweet.
And Maury, you nailed it on the head. Your favorite beer was Founder's Russian Imperial Stout as the favorite for you and Mark. So, yeah, 3 world-class Russian Imperial Stouts.
Wow.
Thanks a lot for doing this.
Wow. Yeah, no problem. I thought it was something fun to do.
Blast,
so.
yeah.
And I stand by my decision. Thanks again, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
This was great.
Till next time, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.